Greetings, y'all. It's Matt from the Grain Arcade, back playing some more Farming Simulator 17. Hey, we've finally got the silos emptied. I think this is what's causing the lag issue. I think. I'm not sure, but we're going to sell these. Yeah, you can see how kind of jumpy they are, even just passing in front of them here. We got everything out of the silos. I got a lot of corn stored away in the mother bins. Let's see, yeah. And there's only 3,961 liters left in the silos. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to let it go to waste. But let's get these sold here. I wonder if this is what's causing it. And then we'll get some equipment over here and drive around and see. Man, we got a lot of equipment. Okay, here they are. Now, it's probably going to give me the same warning message again. Like, hey, you've got grain in here. Do you really want to sell it? Let's see. Yes. Actually, it didn't do it on that one. Maybe it won't do it now. I figured it'd do it on at least one of them. So yeah, I'm going to get rid of all of these. We've got an 800,000 liter capacity without any silos. And so far it hadn't given me a warning message, so. Oh, there we go. There it is. So this is where the 3,961 liters is. Let me sell this one and see if it does it on this one too. Nope. Just on this one. So this is where the 3,961 liters is at. Is in this one little silo here. Let me get a vehicle here now and just drive. I'm gonna leave that one for just a second. Vehicle. Something close. I sold a lot of grain. Sold all the soybeans. Well, I say I sold all of them. I think there's a little bit left in the mother bin over there. Tell you what, we'll take a combine up there. I want to get this thing fitted with a corn header anyway. I've got a bunch of combines out there in that field, the big field, you know. Trying to get those, what is it? Sunflower harvested. See if this will fix our lag issue. I mean, it's really terrible that it lags that bad, but it does. So there are limits. Here on console, and that's why they impose limits. I know a lot of people are like, well, why can't we have this on console? Why can't we have that on console? Why can't we have the big maps on console? Why can't we do, you know, this type of equipment on console, or, you know, this type of, you know, silo or something like this on console? Well, there you go. There are limits to what the console can do. I mean, it's just not possible hardware wise. Alright, I've just been dumping the headers here. I'm actually going to drop this one, I think, and just drive over there. Leave this unfolded. And if we have any lag, it's that one silo. But one silo shouldn't do it, I wouldn't think. And it could, I don't know. But look at this. No lag. No lag at all. Now I'm curious about the mother bins when I get over here. I've got them full of grain. I wonder if there's going to be any lag when I go drive near them. If I do have lag, then it's not really the silos, it's just the amount of grain that we have. So let me get in over here and see if it jumps any. I don't see any jumping, and I'm pointing straight towards them. And turn back this way. No lag. No lag. Oh, there's a little bit of lag. Let me go back. Let me back it up here. It's not lagging as hard as it was, but there was a little bit of lag there, which it's starting to make me think it's the grain itself. The amount of grain. You can see I've got all these mother bins here filled with corn. So let's say 200. 80 and 80 is 160, plus 2 5s on that would be 170. You got 200 plus it'd be 300. What is it? 370? Is that right? 370 liters per silo here, because you got 2 mother bins in both. Yeah, there's a little bit of lag there. Yeah, it's jumping. It's got to be the grain then. It's not necessarily the silo itself, but the amount of grain that we have in them. All right, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. The mother bins, I'm gonna go back to the original plan and space those out on the fields, on the sides of the fields. I'm thinking maybe if I space them out, then they won't be clustered all together and it won't maybe lag as bad. You know, that's my hope anyway. But as far as the silos go, I don't know. We had 800,000 total with the native bins here, the original ones. And with that one there, we have 900,000. Let me do a couple of laps here just to make sure it doesn't lag anywhere. Just a couple of laps here. Kind of like a little NASCAR deal. Little racetrack. I'm not seeing any more lag. I'm driving right by it. And the lag I'm talking about is where it makes the vehicle jump. I'm not seeing any. Okay, I'm not seeing any at all now. So we've got a 900,000 liter capacity with that extra silo there. I wonder if I can add just one more, bring back one more to make it a cool even 1 million, if that would be okay. I know I'm pushing the limits. Just make it a cool 1 million liters. This one right here. It adds 100,000 per silo. I don't know, I almost hate to put that one back in there. I'm going to put it over here. That one, this one I think is too close to the fill point, and I think it might cause a little more extra lag. Let's see now, how did I have this turned? That one's facing that way. Is that right? That looks good. Is it even though? Well, you can't see it from this side, so I'm just going to have to guesstimate here. I'd say right about there. Alright, we'll test that out. Let me drive around with that one in there. Now, there's no grain in it. Just put it on cruise and do a couple laps. Get it kind of pointed towards those silos. I am not seeing any lag. Okay, so it's not the silos themselves. It must be the grain. So what we need to do is move all that grain, all that corn that I've got back there in the mother bins back up here. That's what we need to do. Need to move it back up to these silos. So we've got, I guess each one of these silos, 2, 4, 6, 8 holds, all 4 of those big silos hold 800,000. Then you've got 200,000 between these two here, 100,000 and 100,000. So that'll give us a cool 1 million liters of maximum capacity. I can tell you right now, the field 4 will probably have, most of the time, probably even with soybeans, I would imagine, more than 1 million liters off of it, which could pose a problem. I guess I could keep it stored in the mother bins around the field. Maybe if I get them more spread out, we won't have that issue. Alright, I have got to buy, let's see, I got to buy a couple more corn headers. It would be nice to have one of these big Capella headers, but it doesn't have wheels. You can't transport it anywhere. I'm gonna buy one just to see, and then you know what? I'm gonna have it reset. Let's go over to the map. I can find it in all this equipment. Boy, there it is. Alright, that's going to go up north of us there. I'm going to take this combine up north and grab that. I don't know, I'm almost tempted just to keep the corn headers because they will harvest the sunflower. And they'll do it at a slower pace too, so you can kind of keep up with all the equipment. I've said it before and I'll say it again, this is a multiplayer map. You need multiple hands to, just take care of a harvest. This map really, you can do it in single player, it's just not optimized in single player, you know what I mean? It's optimized when you have, more than one player. You could have combine operators, you could have tippers. Really, you would probably want to have guys running tippers. I don't know, I think there's a maximum of 6. So if you had 3 or 4 people in multiplayer in here, it means you could only have 3 to 2 hired workers. So you'd have to have somebody running tippers, you'd have to have somebody running the combine, or hire out the combines and have somebody running tippers and trucks. That would be... Hope I can fit through that gate. So I think we've got the lag issue figured out. It's the amount of grain that we have. And I did the math. So 100, I've got 185 in each mother bin. And I've got about 2 per silo over there, up to, how many silos are there? 4 on each side. Woo. Will this thing fit down the road? Oh yeah, it'll fit. Down the road. This should make this harvest go faster, because these things go at 9 miles an hour. Hire that out. Oh yeah, he's rolling now. So I've got roughly, what did I say? You're given the 200,000 liters per silo, and then 85 and 85. Well, 80 and 80 is 160. So 85 and 85 would be 170. So add 200 and 170, you get 370. So 370 per silo, and I've got, how many silos were there? Can't see them from here. I think there's 4. I want to say 3, but I think there's 4 on each side. Well, here I can... No, there's 3 on each side. Okay, there's 3 silos on each side, so 370, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I've got 5 of them. All right, I'm gonna have to. That's a little bit too much for the old brain here. Where's this thing at? I gotta add that up. I know all you whiz kids out there probably already got it, but nope, it's not gonna do. Alright, so I have got 1 million. Is that right? Hang on. Well, that says 1,850,000. That might be about right. It might be close. I think it's a little less than that. Because I think we've got, I don't think we have that 4th one. Let me run down there and see. I don't think we have, this one is almost full because I took some of the soybeans out. This one's full, so that's 370. This one's full, so that's 370. This one is full, so that's 370. And this one's 185. Okay, so we don't have quite 5. So take about an even 400,000. So we got about 1.4 million liters of corn. So all I need to do is transfer this back over to the silos. And if we have lag, then I'll sell the corn. Let me get the trucks. Where are the trucks at? Let me start with numero uno. Is this numero uno? It is. This is number 1. This is El Trucco number 10. I know I'm butchering my Spanish there. It's been a while since I've took Spanish, okay? It's been years, getting close to decades, so it's been a while. About the only thing I remember from, well, look at this, I'm even getting lag here. So what does that mean? That can't be from the, could it be the fields? That's just the size of the fields? Maybe it just can't handle it. I don't know. See, I'm still lagging. Which makes me go back to thinking maybe it's the equipment too. Maybe it's a combination of all this stuff. Maybe it's the amount of grain and the number of silos and the amount of equipment that we have. It does make me wonder. Alright, I'm just going to start from this end. I'm going to have to move those quad tracks out of the way. It says, you want in here? Yep. What I'm going to do, I'm going to empty these mother bins and put it back in the silos. If it does it again from the silos, over there by the silos, then I'm going to sell all the corn and sell those 2 silos that I left over there. And then we'll just go back to native. I'm probably going to sell some equipment too, because that did it out in the middle of that field and around that equipment. And it wasn't doing this. It wasn't doing this when I first started this map. Maybe I broke the map. Maybe I broke it by putting in too many silos over there or something. I guess I could always reset it if nothing fixes it, you know, reset the map, go back to a new map and just start over, you know, get it worked back up to where we are and continue on from there. Another reason, you know, I've always been thinking about, you know, switching over to a PC. It's just so expensive to do PC. So expensive. Which is why I'm sticking to console right now, you know. But I love Farm Sim. And I really want to have the best experience that I can with it. And the best way to do that is to get a good gaming PC. And work on that. Watching this Hurricane Irma situation going on down in the tropics. Got it on the Weather Channel here. This is really something. They're saying this is the biggest Atlantic storm on record. The biggest Atlantic hurricane on record. It's a Cat 5 with 185 mile per hour winds. And it looks like it's making a beeline for Florida. So if any of you guys are watching this, I'm hoping this is going to come out on Thursday, September 7th. Yeah. You know, just do what they say. Evacuate if you can. If you can't, try to prepare and stay safe, because this thing, they're saying right now that it looks worse than Hurricane Andrew. So, gotta make preparations ahead of time. You know, there's a saying, an old saying, hope for the best and prepare for the worst. I'm a firm believer in that. You gotta prepare for stuff. You know, you never know what's gonna happen. You never know when the, 500-year flood is gonna come along. You never know when any of this stuff's gonna happen. All you can do, like I said, is just hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Just be prepared for it. And it's not that hard to get prepared for it ahead of time. Now, if you wait till the last minute, yeah, it might be a little harder, because, stores run out of water and, boarding materials and stuff like that to board up your homes. And you can't wait till the last minute. Prepare now, before anything happens. Always be prepared. I mean, assume that you're going to have an earthquake. Assume there's going to be a flood. Assume there's going to be a hurricane. Always stay prepared. That's the key to survival, is always be prepared. Am I? Probably not. To be honest, I really should be a little bit more on top of that. I need to practice what I preach, I guess, but it's something that we should all do. You just be prepared for, natural disasters, even man-made disasters. You never know. This whole thing with North Korea going on, you never know what's going to happen with that. That guy's crazy. So, you never know what's going to happen. Alright guys, so this is going to be the process. Eventually, and I know I've said this probably for the past 4 or 5 videos, we're going to get back over there to harvesting those sunflowers. But right now I'm still trying to test out this lag issue. I think I've got it. I think it's the amount of grain that we have. I'm hoping that 1,000,000 liters will be okay and that it won't cause any lag. If it's still doing it, I'll probably sell some equipment. Probably start with tractors and auger wagons first. And then go back to combines. I think I've got 6 combines. But like I said, I'll start with tractors and seeders and auger wagons first, because we want to keep those combines at all costs if we can. Oh look, that guy went back up there and stopped. Wow, he almost made it all the way back to the top from where we had that at. Okay, so he's full. This one's still kind of sitting idle. That one's full, that one's full, that one's full, that one's full. And we've got plenty of auger wagons to go around for now. If we can get this issue fixed and keep all this stuff, it'd be great. But if not, we'll keep working this farm the best way we can without the lag. So until next time, guys, remember you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Grain Arcade. See you guys later. That's what I'm trying to say. See you guys later. Good luck if you're in Florida. We'll be praying for you.